Good morning. Thank you for joining us today for Talk to the Hill. Thank you to the advocates and staff who work at civil legal aid organizations across the Commonwealth. Thank you for your tireless commitment and dedication to serving those in need of civil legal aid. And thank you to the many private bar attorneys who contribute hundreds of pro bono hours each year to legal aid organizations and their clients. And thank you to Simi and Jim, who graciously have come forward to share their stories with us today about the meaningful impact that legal aid has had on their lives. Civil legal aid organizations provide an important and essential service to our state's most vulnerable residents, many of whom are still acutely feeling the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Legal aid organizations assist low-income residents who face a wide range of serious legal problems that impact their most basic needs. People and families with incomes at or below 125% of the poverty level, that's $37,500 per year for a family of four, qualify for civil legal aid. Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, we've seen that the demand for legal assistance has particularly increased in a number of notable areas. Unemployment cases, evictions, domestic violence, and immigration cases are all on the rise. We know that the pandemic continues to have a lasting effect on people with low incomes. We also know that people of color have been disproportionately harmed and continue to suffer greater health and economic consequences. We've been fortunate to receive increases in funding for legal aid over the past several years. These increases have enabled legal aid organizations to reduce the number of eligible people who are turned away. As a result of the funding increases, the turnaway rate of those who qualify to receive legal aid decreased to 47% last year, a more than 10% reduction from just a few years ago. That's a significant reduction. It clearly demonstrates that increased funding is having a meaningful impact. Nonetheless, many eligible individuals and families are still being turned away. Legal aid organizations must still make very difficult choices about whom they can help and whom they cannot due to limited resources. And that's why increased funding this year is still so important. The legal aid organizations that MLAC funds work closely together. They collaborate and they gain from each other's expertise. The network of legal services providers in Massachusetts is a vital and necessary part of the Commonwealth's social safety net. Increased funding is needed to support these highly capable legal aid organizations. Significant salary disparities exist in legal aid compared to other legal and public sector jobs, and this is becoming an ever more serious problem as legal aid organizations struggle to keep up. Increased funding is needed to continue to recruit and retain a skilled and diverse staff, and so that the legal aid workforce can reflect the communities they serve. Investing in legal aid is a wise investment. In FY22, legal aid organizations funded by MLAC secured over $126 million in estimated benefits for the Commonwealth and its residents. So please support our request for $49 million in FY24. With your help and the help of all those who participate and Talk to the Hill today, we can continue to make equal access to justice a reality for all. And now I am so honored to introduce Supreme Judicial Court Chief Justice Kimberly Budd. Thank you for joining us this morning, Chief Justice Budd, and thank you for your outstanding leadership. We are delighted to have you with us and appreciate your strong commitment to pursuing equal access to justice for all.